Give me one little second. One little second. I've been trying more things. Thank you, Saku. Thank you, 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 thank you. I got a new phone arm thingy so that it helps with holding the phone. I gotta sadly inform you, my head is not very well anymore. Give me a second. Whoa, what the fuck? How about there? There we go. Hello, chat. Hello. Let me see. Okay, you have audio now. I don't know. I don't think the arm thingy is working correctly. It's kinda not working as it intended. So maybe now. Maybe now. There we go. Zero braids Halloween coming today. Yes. I am having a horrible headache still, and I don't have the results of my MRI yet, so I don't know what it is. But I'm dying. Let me see. Okay. I don't even know I am alone in my Rogue Trader chambers. I'm gonna be real with you. Last time? Hurry up and get healthy. It's kinda hard to do that. Sorry, I had to take care of something. That's alright. No worries. Okay, let's see. No, don't link my fucking account again. I clicked it, but thanks to God, I have like all my accounts there. Don't worry. I have all my baby account. I did it again. Oh my God. Give me a second. This is a mess. I don't know if it's because my brain is swollen or this is just a mess in general, but all my chats, they skedaddle whenever I touch OBS because they're on a separate window. I really need to rotate my screen. Anyways, I found out that I can have quality time with any of the characters that I want, and even the characters that I don't want to have quality time with. Thank you for the HP potion. Thank you, thank you. Okay, let's see. We should probably head out right now. I was just coming back because I wanted to save. Not really any purpose anymore. No purpose. Let's go back to the bridge. Alright. So let's see if we don't fail this one quest that we needed to do. With the psyker, the psyker lady. That is really cute. What do I have here? More stuff at Raikan? I need to go talk with the Emperor. Ay, Jesus. Okay, no worries. I got you. There we go. So how's you guys' weekend so far? I know I haven't not streamed whatsoever this weekend. But yeah, now we are here. Which cute psyker lady? Was she a psyker? She's the one that commands the ship. I think that counts as a psyker, but she has another name. It's been a good weekend. That's nice. I'm gonna talk with this idiot. This absolute idiot. Not this one. Governor Medine. Greetings, your ladyship. Master Bancalox, it pleases me to see you in good health. I hope that you accomplish what you intended to do at the Electrodynamic Cenobium. Okay, I did get Henrix in my party. We did get the literal freaking conquistador straight from the Crusades in our party. We had Dragon Ball Watch Logan to tie it as over. That's true. On Friday. The Navigator. Yes, the Navigator. There you go. Hello, Sarkpa. Welcome. Hi. That's her name. The Navigator. Be careful, baby. Psyker women are the genetic evolution to Latinas. Are you telling me that I will look like that? I look exactly like that. No wonder she has white hair and pink eyes. That makes sense. I told you that you like the Navigator. Yeah, a very long time ago, and I really like the art. She's beautiful. She is beautiful in a creepy way. She's like your creepy girlfriend, you know. Harry expresses his lips into a thin line. Not quite. He barely has any lips. I can express how grateful I am for your help now that the insidious heretics designs have been thwarted. Nothing stands in the way of my plans of yours. With Aurora dead, the spirit of revolt is waning. Entire squads of rebels are surrendering. We are witnessing the final days of the uprising. I have already signed the order to allocate 2,000 first-class Voidfarers to you. Their transfer to your ship should begin any minute now. Yippee! Free shit. I would also like to salute the savior of Raikat Minoris and have already given the order for celebration to be held in your honor. I hate bureaucracy, but I like celebrations. Hello, chat. Welcome. We will mark your victory with an ancient costume, the Triumph. You will drive through the city streets accompanied by a guard of honor as befits a heroine who has vanquished the Imperial's enemies. Well, your trophies will be displayed to the jubilant crowds. I can't read today. Let me know once you have concluded your business in the system and are ready to triumph to begin. Does that mean that you will not allow me in anymore? That's kind of suspicious. Governor Medina, why do you want me to leave and never come back here? If I did such a great job. I don't trust it, motherfucker. In regards to your participation in the Triumph, Governor, you will accompany us to the starport to provide timely answers to any questions that may occur to me as I inspect the terminal here. That being said, you should appear before your subjects at least once at the end of the ceremony. Doing so will help to maintain the order. There is no reason to let the people know that the world may soon be in for a change in leadership. Idira shrieks and Valley reaches for the air in front of her. She wraps her eyes nervously. Oh, for Grog's sake! A large semi-domesticated reptile. Oh, for Ito's sake! What the? Lord Captain, I can see a thing. Only darkness. Pitch black darkness. Come on, you get one of those. You know, one of those visible blackouts every so often. Are you being fascitus? Fantastic. Fascistic. Good luck, boss. Thank you. Are you being facetious, ma'am? Murder's blood. Tell me this is just a hysterical outburst on your companion's part. She is like that every once in a month. Idira, are you wounded? No, I'm quite alright. There's darkness in my mind, but I haven't gone blind. No, it is the darkness that I see. It is the only thing I see. She's really a schizo. I guess this is... Okay, I get it. I get what you mean when you say psychers are the natural evolution of Latinas now. You know how they hear things, they listen to things, they think that you're cheating on them? Just because of the way that you're breathing? Yeah, I can tell. The emo girls and Latinas evolved into this. No idea what that means, but the whole thing reeks, though, Captain. I don't like the look of it in the slide. Oh, Idira stares at her hands as if she has never seen them before. It's gone. Governor Medina breathes a sigh of relief. You have no doubt been through a lot lately, ma'am. Small wonder your vision had a dim spell with all this shooting everywhere. Let alone all these maimed and maddened insurgents. It will be alright. The festivities will distract you and you will feel right as rain again. Haha, that's a lie. He's hiding something. I'm glad you understand now. Thank you. Thank you for teaching me. It means being silly. No. I am done with excusing Latina behavior. Should take her behind the shed. I don't want to kill her like that. I will maintain her tied to the radiator in the ship, but I will not put her behind the shed and then shoot her. That is too savage. You have no doubt been through a lot lately, ma'am. The festivities will distract you and you'll feel right as rain again. Glad to hear. That is quite enough mad ramblings and eye problems for one day. I am not yet ready for triumph. I still have not found a navigator for my ship. Then I daren't delay you any further, your ladyship. Alright, we gotta go. We gotta go. We gotta go. Taste of victory. Deal with unfinished business before the triumph. We need to do that.
Keep your wits about you.
I wonder if I can find whatever this man is plotting beforehand. Why are my messages not updating automatically? What is going on today? Jesus Christ. What is... What is wrong with my computer? Ooh. Give me a second. Oh my god. Where did my chats go? Okay, here they are. I'm sorry, YouTube. I'm sorry, YouTube. You're like the child that I need to make extra effort to pay attention to, and it is troublesome. There's a lot of games. I've never touched anything Warhammer 40k. People actually made games. I thought it was just a written lore and art. Just a 3-hour-long video on YouTube that you can read about. There's a question mark somewhere. I don't know what that means. Points of interest detected. Starboard, bunker, electrodynamics, and novium. Well, what is it? A question mark. Meanwhile, kick. I do read Cherubim Berserker. There's a good number of games, yeah, and they're great. I've heard that Space Marine... Space Marine 2 is nice. Space Marine 1 is nice as well. And I've heard that Bolt, something Bolt, is also good. Let me see. Where the fuck is my thing? Explore the station to find answers. Where is? Wait a goddamn minute. Where is my navigator? Investigate Adeptos Mechanicos Monastery in Raikat Minoris. Sacred of Navis Nobility. Station is not responding to any signals, but the 𝕤𝕤 arrays have detected biological signatures in the main chamber. The rogue trader's only option is to perform emergency docking and personally investigate. The rogue trader needs to recruit a new navigator. Okay, that's related. Eurek. Navis Nobility. An identified void ship that definitely looks like a Xenos hell trap. What in the world? Okay. I am guessing this is the correct way. Lord Captain, sorry to disturb you. Oh, wait, she has a robotic voice. Lord Captain, sorry to disturb you. Pick this process as if placed into something. It's pandemonium outside the bridge gate. One of the officers seems to be demanding an audience with you in person. I think I hear Master Versarian's voice. In any case, I wanted to warn you in advance. What the fuck? I'm gonna kidnap the waifu, yes, indeed. She will be my navigator. Voltka, there you go. Voltka is also good. Kiki is our bastard child. No way, I got cocked. What the fuck do you want? You're wasting my precious, valuable time. Abelard. Every day, sounds of the bridge are disrupted by voices raised in anger. Abelard's voice, the loudest of all. This is not the conduct of an officer. These are the antics of a highborn brat out of an alark. Explain yourself, Lieutenant. Abrela bent. The young woman standing before Abelard strives with all her might, not to quail under the onslaught of her superior's anger. She falters, but then manages to look him in the eye and say, I apologize, sir, but I must speak to the Lord Captain. You brat! Abelard's calling her a brat. Pirate, Robo Bibi? Plus, it's your bastard, that means you cucked someone else! No. Wait, really? You assume she is the father? Give me a second. Alright. This is what's happening. Oh shit. Kik is a child that I adopted from a fourth world country. And I decided to take him in. But sometimes I forget that I decided willingly to adopt him. So I don't give it too much attention. Then YouTube and Twitch are biologically mine. Okay? I am very sorry, Kik. I forget about you sometimes, but I promise. I promise I will remember to write to you every single Christmas, and I will give you gifts on your birthday, and I will never forgive. I will never forget. I will bomb your fourth world country, don't worry about it. I'll make sure that they pay for what they did to you. A woman can have a bastard child as well. I didn't know that was a thing. Okay. Very well, Lieutenant. You may address the Lord Captain, not least because I see you have already seen fit to disturb her. Your unauthorized appearance on the bridge and display of belligerence towards a higher ranking officer will be logged on your personal file without delay. God damn! A real event. A real event? A real event. Lord Captain, Lieutenant, a real event. Requesting permission to speak. Bent fell silent and then adds rashly, on a matter of extreme importance and urgency. Okay, let me see. I will listen to what you have to say. Speak, Lieutenant. You may have, but I want to hear a report, not a shouting match. Having two officers bickering in full view of the bridge is unacceptable. I will not tolerate this kind of conduct on my ship. I will assign the lieutenant on an appropriate punishment. Lieutenant, you have 1 minute to state your business. So mean. Alright. Listen, woman. I am not one to read papers, so I will ask you, what do you want? I will listen to what you have to say. Speak, Lieutenant. This matter cannot wait. Any minute now, an assault unit will be dispatched to the lower decks on order to crush the workers' strike by any means necessary. But I am convinced that this step is unwarranted and that the crisis itself was provoked by the actions of one of the senior officers. Ben is almost trembling with tension as she delivers her speech, her face extremely pale. Abelard, in no hurry to intervene, lets out a skeptical huff. He glances at Sowerback, who is standing not far from him, but she maintains a stony expression. Lord Captain, I urge you to investigate the actions of Seneschal Wersarian and to intervene in what's happening on the lower decks, because very soon you will have a mutiny or a massacre on our hands. Ben reels off the last words as though she knows them by heart. She clearly has been preparing to say them for some time. When she is finished, she casts an anxious glance at Abelard, then at you. There is an insurrection in the making aboard my ship, and no one informed me. How did this all start? The situation could boil over at any minute, so I'll give you the condensed version. It all began when the enforcers found the cultist amulet on the body of someone who'd been killed in a drunken brawl. We reported it up the chain immediately, arranged for cleansing rite to be performed, and opened an investigation. No heretics have been found alive, but the search has brought tensions between enforcers and workers ahead. Where does Seneschal Wersarian come into all this? I shall explain, Abelard intones grimly. I beg you hurry, time is running out. Bitch! It's been 5 minutes! I will not hurry. Since my competence is ardent scrutiny, I shall speak for as long as I see fit. There's an established order to the way things are done on the ship, and one of the pillars of that system is that the rogue trader's attention is not distracted by trivial matters. It is the Seneschal's role to ensure that... What? I have always handled internal problems myself, so, of course, when I receive information about cultists hiding on the lower decks, I took the matter at hand. So long as I live, none of the vermin who murdered Theodora von Belanges will find refuge on her ship. You are far too heavy-handed, Seneschal Wersarian. Arrest, interrogations, mass punishment for entire sectors. It has driven the people to the brink. Ben says bitterly. Now there is a strike on the lower decks in Depot 4, to be precise. 3 worker clans are involved, but many more are passively supporting them. The situation could degenerate in an all-out insurrection, but when I reported my concerns, the only response I received was an order to dispatch an assault unit and crash the strike with maximum force. Listen here, we don't negotiate. We don't negotiate with criminals or fucking heretics. Actually, I need more information, but this woman is going insane. Hagla, just like me. That is not me. I am the rogue trader. Damn it. I am the rogue trader. Damn it. Yeah, but she could have a bastard without cooking someone else. I was more pointing out that she can have bastards if she was the one who got cooked. That makes sense. Yeah, I see. Well, I mean, you would still call a child a bastard, but it would not be your bastard. You know what I mean? It would be the bastard of whoever you're with. Does that make any sense? I think it does. Abelard, what did you have to say to all this? What is Depot 4? I don't fucking know. The further away things go from my rogue trader's house, home, bed, I forget what it has to do with me. Depot 4 is one of the poorest sectors on the lower decks. It is my home to clans of general laborers. They are not as valuable to the ship as the families who have served its specialized systems for generations. They are an easily replaceable resource, and one which is now more besides giving succor to cultists and minions of the arch enemy. Depot 4 is 4. It's poor. Depot 4 is 4. Depot 4 is poor and traveled, but at worst that means drunken fights are an illegal rodcut brewing. We have handled workers on Depot 4 in the past. We would have done so again, and the crackdown on Depot 4 hadn't been so harsh. And the important point to bear in mind, the problem is not limited to this sector. It is located on one of the most populated lower decks, and everything that happened there has a knock-on effect on all neighboring sectors. Thank you. It's the peril of the ship. I see. Thank you, Red Chimera. How's it going? Yeah, pretty good, pretty good. Hello, Between the Stars. Welcome. Alright. Listen, I am the greatest leader in our known time, so I will Abelard, what do you have to say to all this? I see no need to add anything. I acted within the remit of my authority, guided exclusively with the best interest of our protectorate and your personal safety. If you wish to confirm the rectitude of my actions for yourself, I have no objections. For my part, I urge the Lord Captain to go down to the lower decks, stop the assault unit. She's asking me to expose myself? And speak directly to the people. You will see that they are not lying or harboring heretics. That way you will stop the arisen before it begins. Should I trust the Lord or should I trust this random woman that I just met? This matter is not worth of the rogue trader's time. I've heard enough. I will go down the lower decks and deal with the problem personally. Yeah, sometimes the boss needs to go to the factory. Tell them to stop being little shits. She's not asking you to strip boss, no Hardy. I never said that. Okay. I've heard enough. I'll go down there personally. Praise the Emperor! Pen cannot contain her relief. Thank you, Lord Captain. An enterprise bordering on the sophomoric, but please yourself, Lord Captain. However, I categorically insist that I escort you. Lord Captain, I regret that the enforcers were unable to handle the situation, which then led to your and the Seneschal's involvement. I consider it my duty to go to Depot 4 myself and see the expedient resolution of this incident. We're gonna fight the heretics. But you know what? I think it's fair. You know why? Because I DMC. Just kidding. Probably whoever is managing this thing needs to go to the lower decks from time to time. Also to create bond, to network with the poor people that are becoming heretics. You know, maybe I will evangelize them in the name of the Emperor, and they will stop being heretical and poor. I'm just kidding. Found this big frog. What? Big frog? They said, ever since I finished the Apothecary Diaries, I can no longer see frogs the same way. Thank you very much. And dialogue. How topical. Can I choose random people to go with me? They can all go with me. Okay, let's all go. Fuck this. Plus, this will help us level up in case we might need more power to get our navigator. I know there's probably monsters there. Evangelize the fort to favor the Emperor. They don't already? Not quite. Not the BB way. Jesus Christ. Here we are to a place where the sun doesn't touch even a millimeter. Hey, it's the worst area. Take that, scum. Ablar reflexively wipes the sweat from his brow in a staringly human gesture until in one a rare moment where he allows his age and weariness to show through his armor like veneer of self-assurance. Oji-san? The lower decks are a source of endless problems. Sometimes I dearly regret that we cannot replace all of the locals with servitors. It's okay, Ablar. Don't hate them because they're poor. Hate them because they don't shower.
Did you hear? They were shouting your name. Let's keep moving. Did you hear? They were shouting your name.
Of course they were. The organization of the daily routine life of the ship rests upon my shoulders. The mountain of challenges and problems from which I endeavor to insulate you, Lord Captain. The situation on the lower decks has been a cause for concern, and I have intervened personally on more than one occasion. That must be why they remember me. They do not know your face. To them, you're akin to a creature of legend, one who has stood on the steps of the Golden Throne, no less, whereas I am the man whose name is attached to every order, docking rations, or lowering a vase hidden. Ah. It's hard to shower when poor. Water costs money. Well, they should have thought that before they decided to be born poor. I fucking love Yzma from the Emperor's New Group. She's Latina. She's always talking about her. I never. You guys always bring it up. Shut up. Those stereotypes only exist in America. In Latin America, nobody thinks that they have a big butt. Okay.
Let's keep moving. I will not call them out.
I always have a backup plan.
Greetings, your graces. Something resembling a nest made out of thermal insulation material. This must be where the workers sleep between shifts. Are they all male? Are they all men? Lower deck rabble. Thank you for the accurate description, game. That's amazing.
Do not see our purpose in coming here.
They need to see me.
Relax, old man. Going for a stroll on the lower decks every once in a while is good for you. Lets you see how the simple folk live.
You brought it up numerous times before. I hope you understand that in Spanish these conversations don't happen. The sounds of a heated discussion reverberate through the ship's base. Lieutenant 𝕬𝕤, bent on the ship's enforcers, is barring the path of her superior, Master-at-Arms Jocasta Sauerback, who has arrived clad in armor. Judging by their expressions and tone, the standoff has dragged on for some time already and has reached boiling point. Lieutenant Bet, my patience is very thin. I have given you an order. Now get out of my way. 𝕬𝕤. I cannot comply with an order, ma'am. Ben looks shaken, but there's fire in her eyes. This is my deck and my sector. So long as this area remains under the Lord Captain's special oversight, no action can be taken without my express permission. There are only 3 people who are authorized to make me stand down. The first officer, the rogue trader, and the Emperor himself. Sonora lessons fall on deaf ears. Abelard mutters in cabbie approval. He does not clarify whether he means Bent, Sauerback looming over her, or both. Your ladyship, noticing you, the 2 officers snap to attention and salute, their subordinates following suit a moment later. Thank you. What is this game about? While micromanaging a gigantic ship the size of a continent? And the ones in the lower decks, somebody was being a little heretical shit, and we have to clean the streets. We have to clean the lower deck streets. You are speaking English. Happy Sunday, fun day, famalalam. Hello, Axathot. We know why you want them to be all male. No, I'm wondering, how do we get more crew members for the decks? That's what I wonder. Birch the heretic. Yes. They changed the dialogue? Interesting. Thank you, Joe.
What is the situation? We encountered some locals on our way here. Their conduct was outrageous. They even tried to throw things at us.
base case is full of worry and regret. The people are getting desperate. Clearly, they saw an assault unit and they decided that they had nothing left to lose. I mean, I apologize, Lord Captain. It is outrageous. I'm sure the people simply didn't recognize you. It wouldn't have occurred otherwise. We will deal with them once the current situation is resolved.
Is that all you have to say? Are you sure you're worthy of an officer's rank, Lieutenant Bent? I want to speak with the strikers.
Let's induce some panic on this lieutenant. Forgive me, Lord Captain. I will take steps to ensure such a thing does not happen again. That's right.
That's right.
How they reproduce? They fuck. But there's only males. I didn't know that the Warhammer universe had an 𝕤𝕤𝕤𝕤. God damn. Okay, I want to speak to the strikers.
I give the assault unit permission to open fire. We will crush the seeds of insurrection with full force.
I want to speak to them. What the fuck is your terms? Don't be a dirty union and it will be okay. Abelard's mouth twists, but he refrains himself and says nothing. That's right. Right you are, Lord Captain. Allow me to wish you good luck. Hope gleams in Lieutenant Ben's eyes.
Is there money to be made?
Is it here? No. It's not here.
What about here?
Lower deck rabble. They call them all rabble. I want to speak. I want to speak to you, damn it. Stop the fire.
Greetings, your graces.
Wow, nobles from the upper decks down here to see us. Our children are freezing. We've done nothing wrong and we're being punished. Okay. A dozen pairs of eyes stare apprehensively at you. The people before you are typical inhabitants of the lower decks. You take in their simple clothing, crude weapons, and faces that display varying levels of mutation, from the barely discernible to the strange to the outright grotesque. Is it the people that we mutate in purpose so that they are better at things? Like the guys from Darktide? I'd like to point out that I know for a fact there are women in this deck that we are missing now. There's some. I see some now. That's the leader. He has the hair loss of a leader. Yeah, have I ever seen one? Have you seen that image, chat? The types of men compared to the amount of hair loss, and the ones that have the biggest, we call these entradas, entrances, are usually the leaders. Let me see if I can find it actually. Let me see if I can find it. Over here. She hates me because you have a full head of hair. That is your fault. You should have tried at least to get a little bald. Can't say I have. Really? Wait a goddamn minute, chat. Wait a goddamn minute. Male pattern baldness meme. There's one. What if I don't find it right now? Leaders, maybe? Jesus. Okay, it's just a male pattern baldness, but somebody wrote that the ones that have less hair are probably the one that shape civilizations. I can't find it right now. I'll see if I can find it later. If anyone finds it, let me know. It was really funny. But that makes it sound like Vivi would be at the very bottom. You never know. You never know if with enough eons your hair will start falling out. You never know. A whisper passes through the crowd, and you detect a mixture of fear, astonishment, and joy in their directions. Finally, 3 people break away from the crowd, an elderly woman and 2 men. These must be the leaders. They bow clumsily before you. Lord Captain, you have come down to us.
Tell me what is troubling you. Why are you striking?
Striking? That's new to us, your ladyship, says a tall, thin man in worker's garb. All we're doing is asking questions, saying what we think. You're not supposed to do that. Shut up, Rivet, snaps the old woman who turns her hostile dark eyes on you. Here's the deal, your ladyship. Your damn enforcers are all over us down here. They say they're looking for cultists. One wrong word and they're reaching for their batons. If they want to punish someone, they turn off the heating to hold base for a week at a time. So we get sick and freeze. In my clan, 2 little ones died from inflammation in their lungs. All because of those enforcers. The old woman spits on the floor and rubs at the spittle with the toe of her worn-out shoe. Ew. Ew. Argenta does not interrupt the workers, but you see the sadness well in her eyes when the children's deaths are mentioned. She quietly whispers a requiem prayer and makes a sign over herself. I don't know if I should trust you because Argenta is crying for your children. Well, Bibi's not old enough for that right now anyways. We're like big bottom. Shut up! I know you speak Spanish. I can smell you. No puedes decir estas cosas. The Norwood? Is that how they call it? When it looks like this? The Norwood? Yeah. It's all true, Stager. Ben is the only enforcer officer who stood up for us. It's clear as day who had a mother from the lower decks, and who grew up amidship and has no fellow feeling towards us. The grim man with scarred face throws up his arms. Your leadership, we're no villains here. We're honest workers, your servants. We've plotted no disorder. We went on strike openly, and now we've got guns pointed at us. All we're doing is asking to be allowed to work in peace without being harassed.
Abelard, what do you have to say for this? Abelard, do you have anything to add?
I think he's getting desperate because Theodora died. Don Ramon! Feels like this game because it lets her lord over peasants. This helps me in real life, you know. I need to be able to emulate this sort of situation so I know how to solve them when they truly happen to me with you. Just say thank you because I'm very merciful. When the vaulting starts at the corners there, yeah, the Norwood. The Norwood. Alright, I'll call it like that from now on. Let me have some water, please. Abelard!
Listen, Abelard, I don't want to be an asshole towards you. You're really nice and kind of cute. But what is happening here? Till the persecution started a purpose of nothing, you say. I was told that one of you was found in possession of a cultist amulet and that there are heretics hiding here.
A cultist amulet? What's that? The cue they found on the dead drunkard? If it was something evil or forbidden, we sure didn't know. The enforcers just said they were looking for heretics among us, and anyone obstructing their investigation would be punished. But how could there be heretics here? We know our people. There have been no new faces around. That is a very valid point. I didn't know you were fantasizing, boss. Shut up. Definitely not. And if there were, we'd be the first to report them. And as for this amulet, or whatever it is, they took it off a dead body. There are no cultists still breathing on their sector. And that's for sure. But when that fight broke out, some enterprising folks looted the bodies, the boots they came back with. Nobody's ever tread these decks in boots so fine. I can tell you that. Seems to me like these cultists have better commanders than us. Oh yeah, those boots were really fine, and there was no harm in taking them, right? Rivet! As for the amulet, it must have been pocketed by someone who didn't know any better. We don't need any amulets around here. We all worship the Emperor. And when we're working, we bow down before the machine spirits of the large and small transformers and the servo motor. The same way my grandfather was taught 100 years ago by a tech priest who came calling. Believe us, your ladyship. We are people of faith. Pascal. I confirm this information regarding the proper tending of the machine spirits in this sector. Servitors indicate it's having a short circuit. That these governors are performing the sacraments they are permitted to know. Naive children, weren't you taught from an early age about the dangers of the archenemy's creations? Weren't you warned that any unfamiliar objects could be one of them? We were told, Holy Sister, but it was long ago. The last time we saw a confessor in our sector, it was just after I had my third little one. The old nan... Holy shit! That is regrettable, but you cannot lay the burden on leading a righteous life on the shoulders of the Holy Fathers. Who will you blame when beasts crawl out of those amulets you stole from the heretics? The Holy Father who was not there, or the scavenger who brought evil down on himself and his neighbors?
We were attacked on the way here. How do you explain that? What changes do you want? Let's see. Abelard, do you have anything to add?
I authorize the use of all necessary measures to locate Chaos worshippers hiding in this sector. The specific steps taken by the officers were not reported to me. Abelard frowns, clearly disgruntled at having to explain himself in the workers' presence. Nevertheless, I am certain that their actions were justified. Cultists are no drunken stevedores. They are the enemy and a threat to the ship. Neutralizing them demands decisive action. Abelard, you killed children! Literal children! We know Vivi always has her head in the cloud during these games, or maybe a little closer to the earth. Shut up! Listen, man. Don't question me, or I will freeze your children. And by children, you know what I mean. I don't know. Okay. So we're back. Was it really necessary to torture these poor people with gold? The rebel understands only one language, Lord Captain. That of violence. As per regulations, should the laborers persist in their unwillingness to cooperate, the next step is limiting air supply and cutting off water, which is almost certain to restore order. The peasants can grumble all they want, but in the end, they're the source of their own misery. All they have to do is bow their heads and fall in line, and the need for punitive measures will disappear. Jesus Christ. Expendable non-workers, you mean, boss? You wanna make it, egg? You gotta break a few kids or something. Okay, let's see.
We were attacked on the way here. How do you explain that?
Here's an explanation for you. The people have been pushed to their limit, and now they're lashing out. As if we don't know why these top tech units are being sent down here. Like that one there that the lieutenant won't let pass. Our plans are all inside the base that's been sealed off, but the lower decks are big. I'm sure there are some people who've just had about enough. We're getting it from all sides. The soldiers have encircled the ones who've risen up. A death squad has just arrived. It's no wonder folks are lashing out. Awareness test succeeded. Their words seem sincere to you. Their body language and glances traded between them revealed that the news of the attack has shocked them. Okay, what changes do you want? Let's make a deal. Would you look at this? The exalted Lord Captain herself is asking us bilge rats what we want. Well, here's what. We want you to rein in your damn enforcers, to quit turning off the heat and to stop battering everything that moves. No, that's not it. We want the enforcers gone from here, and we want to be armed. Give us arms and we'll govern ourselves. We'll defend ourselves if these cultists do show their face. I've been leader of my clan for 20 years, and now we're getting rid of these club-wielding thugs. Can only improve things around here. I wouldn't go that far to give them weapons, chat. It's kinda too much. You've gone too far, old man. They'll never let the maggots on the lower decks live without the enforcers breathing on their necks. They probably even insist on enforcers on the upper decks too. As for weapons, what do we need them for? Before the first day is out, we'll have some shooting their neighbor out of stupidity or drunkenness. We don't need that. If the enforcers stop hassling us, that'll be enough. In return, we'll find the scavenger who robbed the cultists' bodies, and we'll talk to them. On the one lower deck to another. If there's any more of those damn amulets about, we'll hand them over to the enforcers ourselves. You speak for yourself and your clan. I'll speak for me and mine. I don't want empty gestures. I want real change. They'll promise us the world now, but as soon as the anointed one turns her back, these brutes will be on us even harder than before, all because we dared to speak out. The tall worker's eyes starred between the two arguing leaders. Every few seconds he opens his mouth as if planning to agree, but each time he falls silent, simply making a few vague noises of approval. Jesus. What are your thoughts, Abelard? Let's see.
Spreading anarchy on the ship is the first step toward embracing chaos. Putting weapons into untrained hands would be even worse. What's more, the enforcers are needed to maintain oversight and order. Withdraw those demands and we will consider the rest.
Give me your thoughts, 𝕬𝕤. The story about going scavenging for boots and accidentally picking up a heretical amulet doesn't convince me. These people were moments away from revealing and possibly becoming minions of the arch enemy. We must not give them what they want, even if they did acquire something innocently, purely out of their own stupidity. That does not mean they are not tainted with corruption. That what begins as petty thievery can turn into a far graver problem. I have seen it before. 𝕬𝕤's face darkens momentarily. In my second war, there was a sergeant in the Imperial Guard regiment that was stationed nearby. The sergeant took an ordinary pocket knife from the body of a heretic, and his whole unit lost their lives for it. When they finally managed to break into the barracks, they found not a single survivor, but only the pocket knife, which had grown through all the rows of beds like a metal choking vine. So when it comes to scavengers, malcontents, strikers, or whatever they'll turn into next, my verdict is simple. Give them no quarter. What's your stance, Master at Arms? Give the gravel of rocks, they will take an angry world, Lord Captain. They only understand brute force and will interpret any concession as a sign of weakness. Give them weapons and recalling the enforcers would be folly. It would only be a matter of time before we had a full-scale mutiny on our hands. I think this is reasonable. Spreading anarchy on the ship
Is the first step towards embracing chaos. Putting weapons into untrained hands would be even worse. What's more, the enforcers are needed to maintain oversight and order. Withdraw those demands and we will consider the rest.
Rivet coercion test succeeded. One dull worker they call Rivet shrugs and casts a silent look at the old woman. Old Nan, listen, listen. The Lord Captain herself has come down to us, is offering concessions. And I don't know a single person in the whole depot floor who's ever stood next to a rogue trader, let alone talk to them. Back down. Now it's time for you to be a stubborn... Now it's no time for you to be a stubborn old crone. Listen to us, old Dan. The three clans of Depot 4 ought to act as one. We made our minds up. It's your turn to decide. Don't ask them to disband the enforcers or give us weapons. We don't need any of that. The old woman hisses in dissatisfaction. You two are ganging up on me. Is that it? So brave you're against an old woman. But I'll shut up. I will indeed. I won't go against two clans leaders on my own. If you want to make peace with the enforcers, make your peace. That's great. Just fantastic, Lord Captain. We all agree. Yippee!
Then it's decided. The persecution will stop and I will expect you to assist in locating any remaining amulets or weapons left by the cultists.
Your ladyship, thank you. You have not abandoned us lower deckers. You gave yourself and settled everything. I'll tell my grandchildren about this. Cute. Of course, your ladyship, you'll root out any nasty business faster than enforcers. And we'll leave no one unturned. Nice. Alright. But what if I go find the heretics?
Would you look at that?
This page is where the start of each shift is marked. The last mark is missing. The workers went on a strike. Can I find who the heretic is? Maybe. I'll find him. And I will cut him into little pieces.
I always keep my options open.
Maybe there's another room that I'm not seeing. What do you think, chat? I always take matters in my own hands. What about here? What about here? Did they leave? If they were evil, I guess there would be at least one group of people trying to attack us right now, you know? This place is super hot. What the frick? Can I step over that or will it kill me?
Let us not dawdle.
Greetings, your graces. Lower deck rabble. That's where the guy throws the vomit. What about here? Lower deck
Do you see that?
rabble. Oh, I can talk with him. A container can be seen beyond the massive bars. Perhaps examining the pipe will allow you to reach it. Oh. Wait, how do I do that? Did I fail it? I think I failed the roll. Hello, Proctor! I'm going to use this streak to say something very deep and profound. Let's go with you look caught in a ponytail and a knife edge.
Look no further.
I think somebody likes pirates. Kinda. I'm guessing that your Oshi is a marine. We knew that. Some of these interactables only have a void if you started a fight down there. Oh, I was born in this sector and it looks like I'll die here too. What is that? Well, I guess it makes sense because I didn't start the fight, so I didn't have to kill every single person on this deck. I'm not for phone saying wood. Chill out. Don't you see I'm working? Don't you see I'm working? I need to somehow maintain my very strict, very noble rogue trader reputation. I can get no compliments, okay? This guy also has a shout thing. I'm guessing that's all for the fight. Maybe we won't find anything.
Keep your eye on the prize.
I'm going to ask every single person if they have the amulet. I bet that there's an option to kill all of them, and there's one that has the amulet on their
How may I serve the dynasty?
pockets. I am taking everything. They don't notice that I'm stealing. Inside the box, a string of scratch letters run along the edge. Different first names, but the same surname. It looks like this box has been passed down in the family from generation to generation. What about this door?
Keep your wits about you.
What about you? I was born in this sector, and it looks like I'll die here too. Everybody has the same opinion. Maybe so cool how your eyelashes still come through the eye patch. I am an anime girl. That is normal. That is regular anime girl antics. If you've never... Actually, I do believe that eyebrows and eyelashes clip through things in drawings. Did she miss the part when she said that the one with the amulet is dead? Yeah, but there's also the guy that had the fancy boots, you know. Not the amulet, the fancy boots. Sorry, I got confused. Thank you for reminding me. The fancy boots. I could have killed them all just for fancy boots. Chat, shut the fuck up, please. Chat, be serious. Chat. What about here? What is this? Nanometer. The guy shows the stream of pressure in this pipe. Did it just level up? Alright, I guess that's XP. Oh well, there's nothing we can do here. We just leave. Bye bye. No. Chat. Stop being horny. Chat. Get some help. I understand your condition. Whoa! What happened there? Abelard stopping unexpectedly. Abelard imperiously dismisses the unit to stand at a distance and addresses your other companion, saying, I have an urgent matter to discuss with the Lord Captain. Please give us a moment. Abelard looks at you and his last vestige of restraint vanish. Well, are you pleased with your investigation, Lord Captain? You kowtowed to the disloyal rabble. You believe their lies and show them leniency. Next time the ship is attacked by cultists, the rabble will welcome them with open arms and allow them to wreak whatever havoc they like because they see you as a weak leader. Is that how you see your future at the helm of the Bone Balantius Protectorate? Okay, chat, it's time. It's time to tell him he's an idiot.
Do not speak to your Lord Captain in that tone. Why are you so angry? I solved the problem. There is some truth to your criticism. Let's talk about your role in all this instead. You allowed this revolt to happen. Your actions practically guaranteed it would.
I don't want to be mean. Oh boy. I am not being horny. I'm just saying that I write you a Stevie letter of mark any day.
What is a letter of mark?
I love this game. It literally ruined my life for a few days. I was living on it. Good. It's a great game. I wish I could get enough time to play this for at least four or five days on a row. Fake pirate. Say it in Spanish and I will understand, okay? I'm not a British or an English or an American pirate. I am from Peru. The ones that in your life, if they find you with any interest in loot in your ship. Yeah. They're in that pirate hat. No! The letters are for privateers. The line hits different with the voice shadow DLC. I'm scared. You underestimate our power of horniness. Government sanctioned pirates are called privateer or corsair. Wait a fucking second. He didn't say that though. Oh, a letter of mark also makes sense. Okay, I got it. Sorry. Sorry. I don't know those type of pirates. I don't know the type of pirate. So literally that's what a rogue trader is. But your horniness only makes them more powerful. I am not horny. You will see.
Let's talk about your role in all this instead. You allow this revolt to happen. Your actions practically guaranteed it would work. There is some truth to your criticism. Why are you so angry? I solved the problem. Let's talk about your role in all of this instead. You allowed this revolt to happen. Your actions practically guaranteed it would.
I would have handled the situation myself had you not decided to intervene, Abelard says irascibly. Remember Lord Captain Theodora, do you think she ever set one slippered foot on the lower decks? No, she did not. Such matters were left to myself and the junior officers while she dedicated to her grand designs for the Protectorate, a senatorial strategist and rogue trader out.
Maybe if Theodora had spent more time thrifting in matters, she wouldn't have wound up dead. There's a new Lord Captain aboard this ship now, and I will not repeat her mistake.
This is reasonable, but I think it's too mean to say to somebody that's been friends with Theodora for several years.
I would be only too willing to trust in my seneschal and fill my head with such matters, but the situation has spiraled out of your control, Abelard.
Abelard's face relaxes slightly. You're right. At least as concerns junior officers making complaints directly to you. And Abelard stands straight at attention. I lost my temper, Lord Captain, and I believe I ought to explain myself. Abelard speaks slowly, the words not coming easily to him. The prosperity of the Bon Balancius Protectorate is not just an empty phrase to me. I left the Imperial Navy for this chance to see it flourish. It was the most momentous decision of my life. I did it because I saw in Lord Captain Theodora's deeds the sign of true greatness. Rogue traders do not simply forge new routes and capture worlds, they create order out of anarchy. That creative impulse was entirely lacking during my time in the military. So I left behind everything I had known, everything my family had known. I come here from a long line of officers, and I embarked upon this incredibly reckless adventure. Lord Captain Theodora entrusted me with all the concerns she had no time for. She would go off on her flagship for long periods to the distant frontiers on scouted voyages, and the advancement of the entire Protectorate rested on my shoulders. And then suddenly, everything that had been built over years and years began to quake, rattling like a flimsy hangar on a seismically active world. Jesus Christ, this man yaps. I got someone telling me the other day how down bad they thought you are. Alright then. I will completely stop from now on. making any jokes. And I will ban the hornies on my chat. Here it starts the age of non-BB. It's too mean to say to someone who has Theodora's number one fan. You're right. One of the senior officers betrayed us all. The rogue trader was killed, and who knows what is happening on the planets. I tell you this honestly, without fear of appearing weak. Aldi has come as a grievous blow to me. I am not panicking or grieving because I cannot allow myself to panic or grieve. I am duty-bound to aid the new rogue trader. To aid you. To find your footing as quickly as possible. And to do that, I must insulate you from problems that in the past have been dealt with by tried and tested procedures set out in the ship's regulations. Procedures that were established long ago and have functioned smoothly for decades cannot suddenly be deemed excess to requirements. Does that include freezing children? Alright.
Theodora trusted it in established procedures, and she died. I won't make the same mistake.
Stop being mean!
I understand, but you need to learn how to respect me as your Lord Captain and Rogue Trader. Accept it and start living in the new world. A world where Theodora is gone and where you and I have new decisions to make.
So mean.
The prosperity of the Bombalancius Protectorate is just as important to me. You are the only person who has comprehensive knowledge of how things are run on this ship. I think in the future I will follow your recommendations. I value what Theodora created, and I trust that this situation is an aberration in the ship's otherwise smooth operation. Since the established procedures are working, I see no reason to change them.
I'm not sure if this means that I'll be approving of what he did here or not.
I have seen plenty of sentiment and hand-wringing in recent days, but very little competence. I have no plans to rely on your judgment or your tried and tested procedures in the future.
Maybe in the future I will follow your recommendations. Abelard dips his head inside of Ascent. The shadow of incredible strain, which evidently had been wearing on him for some time, finally lifts from his face. I am glad you see the value in these foundations laid down by your illustrious predecessor. Why fix what isn't broken? As for me, I shall endeavor not to cause you any further consternation, Lord Captain. And now please, let's just leave the lower decks. If the rogue trader decides to stretch her leg, there are far more suitable places. But I like the smell of stinky pipes. Stinky pipes and these floors. Established procedures involve the occasional child turned into a popsicle as a warning, yes. I don't want them to die. Not the children! Let's see. Okay, can I please go get my goddamn psyker now? My damn navigator? Are navigator psychers technically? I think they are, right? Because they're born with the affinity to the warp, right? To perceive the warp. That's what I need to go to. Urak B. Boxmaster Vigdis. Lord Captain, reporting for heralds of the Navy's nobility continue to maintain box silence. Perhaps due to Urak B being off limits to visitors, we intercepted signals from the beacons drifting in the station's orbit. The demands are clear. We are told to turn the ship around immediately. We have also detected an accumulation of space debris near the station docks. Presumably, it's the remains of interplanetary shuttles. Perhaps the steam Navy's nobility house requires aid and therefore cannot respond to our box transmissions. Contact the station again. I will negotiate personally. We will not invade Navy's nobility station without first acquiring official approval. Order the 𝕬𝕠𝕠 crew to scan the station. Yes, Lord Captain. The box remains silent for a while, but then you hear static and Victi's measure voice. The officers from the 𝕬𝕠𝕠 crew performed a full scan of the station, but the information is imprecise. They have noted wave distortions of unclear genesis that are throwing off most of the readings. We were unable to ascertain that the sector core of the station is still active, but many compartments are unpowered and some fully depressurized. The signs of biological activity are largely present in the central module, which means the station has not been abandoned. So the question remains, why are the steam navigators, heralds, ignoring us? Order the crew to commence docking with the station. Should we? Or should we save? Thank you for the search. Oversold it. There we go. Ay, 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 ay. I don't want to be perceived as a loot person. That's enough said. Oh shit, I almost clicked. Maybe I do need to save. I will negotiate personally. I am sorry about the station. It's not working. It's a little late for that, boss. I don't think so. Turn back. No one dares give me orders. Okay. Please, just save. I cannot save! Damn it. I don't know if you can do that. That one, baby. Watch me. We will not invade Navi's nobility station without first acquiring official approval. I don't know if it's bad or not. I'm guessing this is the game's way of telling me you should probably not go there, baby. You might die. Just aboard the station, coward. Itty bitty bitty bow. Dock at the station. Affirmative, Lord Captain. We do not know what is happening at the station, but so you will have to look for the steam navigator's blind. Dock safely, and make the God Emperor light your path. Everybody, let's go together. I need to level up my characters. You'll be fine if you dock. Alright, thank you, Seist. Theodora was a boomer and it killed her. Yeah, right? For Seriki. There we go. Oh, this is where we were before. Alright, I've done this before. The only thing that I had problems with was this one puzzle about materials. 𝕊𝕥𝕠𝕣𝕖'𝕤.
It was not you whom I swore to.
Oh, look at the walls. They have mouths and shit.
My lips are sealed.
Navi's bodyguard.
Confess. What was the old man's last command? What are you planning?
Give up, Keeper. You have lost this battle. Again.
We're getting nowhere with these ones, sir. Permission to execute them.
Oh yeah, they killed them. Wretches, you will be consigned to oblivion for the transgression against House Orselio. Immortal Emperor, deliver your servants from peril. Prayers will not help you, servant of the damned. In the name of the House Orselio, I command you to execute the infidels. And they had great aim. Not a step further. Master, we have some stranger guests on the station. I'm pretty sure he can turn around and see. Master! Be careful! 𝕊𝕥𝕠𝕣𝕖'𝕤. A tall man stops you with a gesture when you approach. Blood is trickling down the pearly scales of his weary face, and not just his own blood. Two jet black blinking eyes are watching your every move, and the third one, the mark of a navigator's fate, is menacingly pulsing behind the lower lid in the middle of his forehead. Step back, or I will unleash all the horrors of the Sea of Souls upon you. Emperor, be my witness. Answer in High Gothic. I am rogue trader 𝕓𝕦𝕤𝕚𝕟𝕚, and I am no enemy of the Navis nobility. I love how you can ask Abelard to announce you. Abelard, if you would be so kind. I think he likes that. The seneschal takes a deep breath.
Before you stands her ladyship, the rogue trader 𝕓𝕦𝕤𝕚𝕟𝕚, the heir to the greatest protectorate in the Coronus expanse, and bearer of the sacred warrant of trade. Allow me to point out that the nobilite costume requires the Lord Navigator to introduce himself first, but given the unusual circumstances on the station, her ladyship, the rogue trader, is willing to turn a blind eye to your hostility, but just this once. In this case, I shall turn a blind eye to your unceremonious invasion, but just this once. There is a dangerous glint in the man's dark shrouded eyes. Very well, allow me to introduce myself. Before you stands 𝕊𝕥𝕠𝕣𝕖'𝕤, August, keeper of this palace. So, you did not arrive to offer support to the traders. This is great news. Having said that, you must understand that 𝕓𝕤𝕤 is a holy sanctum for House 𝕓𝕤, and the path to it is only revealed to a select few. It pains me to say you are not on the guest list. The navigator looks at his guards and winces. The soldiers are quivering as if their tormented flesh were being flayed, yet they keep clutching their weapons. I came here in search of a navigator, so you are coming with me! Why would a keeper of the station command vile mutants condemned by the Emperor? Are they mutants? The blame lies with Theobald Orsalio, the second keeper of 𝕓𝕤𝕤. The old man was a great navigator, but he could no longer control his powers. I begged him to retire. But he was too obsessed with our mistress, Lady Cassia. His madness and stubbornness spelled doom for the entire station, for he opened his third eye in a fit of rage and unleashed the horrors of the warp on those who displeased him. The Theobald I knew would never have used his powers in such reckless manners. This will be difficult to explain to the uninitiated, but I'm going to try. I begged him to retire, but he was too obsessed with our mistress, Lady Cassia. Isn't that our future navigator? I see. Men have started wars for this navigator. Continue. The warp currents in the system have been tumultuous for dozens of cycles, and have worn the veil between our world and the in-materium thin and frail. At least here on the station, the ruinous powers are trying to tear it down completely and corrupt all living things. The servants were the first to fall victim to it. Oh, their bodies morphed, and pain and despair drove the poor souls mad. The lunatics took my mistress prisoner and almost destroyed the station. But I will the few who still follow the light of the Golden Throne to the Sith things, right? By the Emperor. Yes, but they're noble mutants? That's good. I mean, that is literally what a seneschal is. Abelard! Announce me! A girl worth fighting for. So true. The Lord Navigator here is speaking the unvarnished truth. I bet this station is full of voices and whispers. I'll try to break through from the other side, waiting for you to reach out and swing the door open wide. The suffocating grip of the in-materium can be felt across the entire system. It is not surprising the veil grew thin here of all places. The Navis nobilite can command the warp current, but the use of their abilities wears down the barrier between the two worlds. Jesus Christ, my team is huge. Is it normal to have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 teammates? Mutants are mostly illegal, but navigators have a third eye that lets them navigate ships through the warp, usually without horrible things happening. And also, they usually have vaguely fishman mutations. Oh, that's cool. I see. Novel, exceedingly normal. I sincerely hope the influence of the materium has not yet affected your body and your soul. With all due respect, I advise you not to refrain at the station. Return to your void ship. I need to save Lady Cassia. If you are not willing to help or indeed risk your life, you must leave now. Take him by force. What kind of help are you talking about? What kind of help are you talking about?
I would never ask you for such a favor under different circumstances, and yet 𝕊𝕥 takes his hand away from his rib cages. Notices blood and winces in pain. And yet Lady Cassia's well-being is above all. I haven't got many people left, and my wounds are too deep for me to act with precision and swiftness. But you may actually succeed. In order to ascend to the Mistress Chambers, you will need to remake a holy relic sanctified by the blood of Lady Orselio herself. This is what the control wrote of the elevator machine spirit. I have one part and the other was lost during the mutiny, but even this relic will be of no use unless the elevator mechanism is powered. How do I remake control of the road? I have a phylactery containing the mistress's blood. It needs to be taken to the laboratory, which is located behind one of the reliquary doors. Okay. So we have... Okay, how to save the princess, the fish princess. Following rules. First, blood. Phylactery. The most ancient of sacred mechanisms will help to reveal the rot. The tech priests ceaselessly perform the rites of appeasement so that the machine spirit would serve the house in time of need. The fateful hour is now upon us. Maybe we need to do the same. Rite of appeasement. Oh no, I cannot with precision. Can't help you out. Bro, your bait combat move is wide area eyeball mind blast. I guess he could be a good turret. Pascal excitedly reaches for a data slate, requesting access to that object's data crypt. The Navi's nobility use independent modifications of standard sanguinary technologies due to the uniqueness of the genetic code inherent in the lineage of each house. Felek Orsello looks exhausted but arrogant resolve bolsters his voice. And these technologies were made a secret for a reason. I must respectfully decline your request, esteemed servant of the Omnisaya. You have your sacraments, and we have ours. Why should I help you? I have a phylactery containing the mistress's blood. I need to be taken to the lower. Did I click the same thing? You came for this station to this station for a reason. House Orselio will not be able to help you until the current crisis is resolved. But if you aid us now, I will promise we will reach an agreement that you will find satisfying. Be it riches, influence, or the powers of our navigators. How do I power the elevator? The station's main cogitator is situated in the guard room. Just enter the correct command sequence and the sacred mechanism will do the rest. Okay. Secret command sequence. Oh yeah, boss, you can't romance her since you're a lady. No! I wonder if I can mod that. If it's so simple, why don't you do it yourself? I guess that makes sense. So what have you decided, descendant of the Bone Balancius line?
The walls of your house upset the balance of power in this part of the galaxy. I will help you, if not for the sake of profit, but for the good of the Imperium.
Felek nods curtly. You should hurry then. We will stay here to hold the line and lick our wounds. Good luck, Rogue Trader, and may the Emperor's light be with you. I entered this place first, and I fucked up on my last run. This isn't Cyberpunk, baby. There's no mods for that. No! Damn it. What does this dude have? Gimme.
Let us not dawdle.
Let us not dawdle. Let us not doodoo.
What isn't here? Ah! Oh my god, sorry, I got scared. Sorry! Sorry, my mom scared me. I don't even know where I am anymore. We're here, okay. No worries. You never did play Cyberpunk again,
I
baby.
always keep my options open.
Did I ever play on stream? I don't remember that whatsoever.
Bright,
Examine.
pure color. And it's all riddled with horrible veins that carry the poison of fear and pain throughout its body. Who
Okay,
are
we need to level up.
Why are you crying?
3 ranks available? Death Waltz. Upon using Death Waltz, the Blade Dancer immediately heals to full. The cost of abilities that cost once is reduced by half until the end of the combat. Plus 4 additional charges of death from above until the end of combat. Ooh. I found it, but it may not be save game compatible. Oh. Nice, thank you. I'll try it. If you haven't used it, I played Cyberpunk a very long time ago, and I don't think I ever finished it. I don't think so. Oh no, I did. But I didn't do the DLCs. Maybe in the future. That would be interesting. Until the end of combat, strikes made by the Blade Dancer, including attacks made as a part of Death Waltz, induce enemy weapon skill push. No. Upon using Death Waltz, after killing an enemy, the Blade Dancer gains plus 3% dodge. I'm thinking this tool. Yum. Additional charges. Next. Holy shit! I have not leveled up in a while. Death Warden. Rise in tempo. Ooh. And agility weapon skill? Can I? No, it won't let me. Agility. Acrobatic artistry. Ten wounds to use. Also vengeance in case you wanna help your teammates. Phantom Liberty is actually not that bad. That's what I have heard as well. I don't think it's bad. But I don't remember how much it was on Steam. Have to assume it's because she likes not having house fires. Damn it! Acrobatic artistry. Alright. Steady hand. Parry. Can I even do this? Okay. Jesus Christ, every single person needs that. Till the end of combat, the warrior gains plus 4 MP for each kill. May use their MP after attacking or using abilities. Plus 10 movement points until the end of turn. The warrior does not provoke attacks of opportunity in this turn. Ooh, then he can approach people and then cut them in half. It's good. Critical damage. Nice. Weapon skill. Nice. Reckless strike. Holy fuck. Amanda mama? Oh no, that's scary. Oh no, I'm not doing that. Doing my part. If no other characters, dueling mastery. Lucas Strike seems better than it seems, in my opinion. Really? I don't know. Every enemy who survives an attack enhanced by this ability will attack the warrior in return, including creatures with ranged weapons. You can use it, then hit melee people with a distance AoE, and they can't fight back. How? Reckless Strike is really good. I'm scared. Okay, but I'll trust you. I'll trust you. I paid free for it. How? Was it free for a bit? Okay, let's see. What can I give Abelard? A shield only occupies the slot in a single weapon set. Power Weapon Expert. Swift movements. Grants plus 2 movement points. Proficiency. Dual weapon combat. That'd be funny. Scatter! Perfect timing. All allies affected by brace for impact gain plus 3%, 30% cover penetration. Ready to serve. Stronger together. All allies excluding Xenos. Excluding Xenos in the party gain plus 5 to the same characteristic as was chosen for humanity's finest. I don't remember which one it is. No! Okay. Whatever. We're all in this together. Don't you have one already? Which one? You can trigger parries and gain AP from parries. I don't remember how to do that. Counterattack when you parry. Axino. No, I don't. I have no Xeno. I have no Xeno. Until the operative's next turn, the target cannot move. Dismantling attack also cripples the enemy, inducing their weapon skill and ballistic skill by -30%, -30 until the end of combat. Dismantling attack. Until the operation's next turn, the target cannot move until the end of combat. The target's MP are reduced by -3. Cripple. Cripple him! Logic. Tech use. No, you don't need tech. We have Pascal for that. That's okay. Alright, I guess we need lore for Xenos. More lore of the warp, because we already have a lot. So, we'll exploit it. Perception. Oh, willpower. Maybe this woman needs to... I almost said this speech. It's willpower. Not you, Davi. I thought you'd pick one up though. You seem the type. Not yet. Not a single one has shown up yet. So, I don't think so. Which is fair. I guess you're right. Yes, you are, baby. As Xenos, you will literally grow 8 new legs. But not yet. I mean, right now, I am human. I am under the protection of the Emperor himself. Attacks an enemy that is a full wounds. The attack deals plus 15% more damage to the enemy. Ballistic calculation. Predicted downfall. The first touch attempt of every enemy in combat suffers a -14% penalty. Unnatural luck. Psyker uses divination psychic power on an ally without an unnatural luck effect. That ally gains unnatural luck. Allies under the effect of at least one psychic power gain additional plus 7% armor penetration. Aftershock. These are attacks. Every time the Psyker deals mental damage from any source other than Aftershock, the target suffers half as much mental damage at the end of the next turn. Enemies have taken damage from the Psyker at least once suffer a -20 penalty to all resistance tests against the Psyker until the end. Anytime an enemy becomes a target of any particular Psyker ability for the first time, this enemy suffers a -5 penalty to their intelligence. Become an idiot! Pain channeling weak hearts. Aftershock. Any source other than Aftershock. But I love Aftershock! I love Aftershocking! I love making them get electrocuted! Okay, let's see. Blessings from the Emperor. Drow women! Beautiful drow women! Blessings from the Emperor. Not tech use. I don't need you to have tech use. Lore, Medicaid, warp. No, more warp. You will know everything, even the things you don't want to know. Until the end of the soldier's turn, they gain plus 4 MP, and their attacks don't spend MP. Soldier's rate of fire is increased by plus 30. Yes. What about your exploit surroundings? Cover efficiently is increased by plus 10%. Rapid reload. Yes, thank you. Very mucho. Agility, strength, willpower, control shot. You already have this feature. Dash. That sucks. Concentrated fire. The next range at area attack made by the soldier deals plus 100% damage and has additional plus 20% recoil. Holy shit. Why is that not recommended? Alright, I don't know what it is. Apparently, with games like this, you read something and it does a very different thing to what you actually understood of that attack. Oh shit, sorry. My phone's probably sounding sorry. It was... I muted for a second before because your mom was telling me, I'm gonna go out. When you're out, we'll be back. It's a burst attack. Area attack is things like flamethrowers. Next ranged burst attack will have its base rate of fire. Can I see this? Bursts are not considered area attacks. Which weapons? Rate of fire is specified on the weapon. There are considered actions to have an attack tag. Story mode, right? Yes, I'm too scared. I guess it doesn't really matter because it's story mode, but I'll see. Bolter rapid fire laser. This sucks. This one really sucks. And don't stress about it. I will. I'm changing it to dash. Fuck this. Lore? Awareness? Alright, Pascal. Beam, beam, bam, beam, boop, beep. Dismantling attack also cripples the enemy. Logic. Awareness? He is not very aware. More logic. More perception. Ballistic skill, weapon skill. Any form of ranged weapons. Okay, that sounds nice. Story can be better for swimming since you don't have to focus super hard on fighting. That is true. Spoke's weakness also reduces enemy toughness and willpower by minus 15. Okay, maybe need some lore for Xenos, Medicaid. 𝕊𝕤𝕤 minus 170. What happened with this dude? Why doesn't he know anything about the Xenos? And look, it's not even that high on Imperium either. What is wrong with this dude? Okay. It's a trait he has. Which one? Features? What do his skills at? No, no heresy. Oh, there we go. I see. Daring Breach also grants plus 10 movement points until the end of turn. Until the end of combat, the warrior gains plus 4 MP to kill each enemy. Becomes a priority target for every enemy hit. I don't want that. You're kind of weak, man. contempt. Thick skin. Desolation. Let's try making you a little bit more tanky. The Psyker's Psi rating is increased by +1 until the end of combat every time an ally uses Heroic Act. Critical hit chance is increased. That's nice. Okay, let's continue. Rock Traders and Fringe Worlds play more loosely with Xenos. Alright.
If the witch is talking about the enemies of humanity who set upon this abode of noble navigators, then our weapons will soon dispel their wicked misery.
She wants blood. Blood. Alright, I'm gonna have to take a teeny tiny break, but I'll be RV, okay? I will be RV. I'll leave you with the music. I'm back. I was eating some peanuts. I'm sorry. Hello. Hello. Is this a door? No. No.
Keep your wits about you.
Eat more, Vivi. Why? Why should I? You're eating peanuts, quite literally. No, that's a door. No, this is a door. Alright, open. We all gotta jump.
Just as I planned.
Yippee! Did everybody survive? I am missing nobody, right? Yeah. Holy shit, we're so many.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
Servant. Mumbles incoherently. Everybody crazy. Everybody's crazy, man. What about here? Medicaid.
Operation successful.
Most of these unfortunate souls took their own lives by slicing their guts wide open. Collect. There's a book here. I literally just saw it. Just take it. Where is it? I saw a book.
Let us not dawdle.
I guess it was just my mind. Nobody else saw that book? What about me?
Miscalculations are for commoners. I don't make mistakes.
What about Abelard?
Consult the appropriate treaties
What
of
about the
Mention that
Psyker?
my whisper
What
is
about...
restless.
You are authorized.
What book? There was something glowing here. Oh, there we go. Goods. Goods. That's what it was. Servant. Mumbles incoherently. What is going on? Mutated flesh sample. A flesh sample with numerous outgrowths covered in a mesh of bluish black veins. Ew. Ew. What about here? Mutant trader. We're gonna
Is there money to be made?
kill those. Huh? Grab, protect the child. Oh shit.
You will beg for mercy, and
Should
I
have gone
will
this way.
grant none.
No, they have the mutant raider there. Okay, Abelard. Idira, you go there. Pascal, you go there. You can go here. I will go here. You can go with me. Argenta? Path is blocked? Oh, never mind. Okay, you go there.
Stay vigilant.
If everyone is crazy, then no one is. Right, right, right. It just takes one little mental strain to happen, and then bam, everybody turns into a traitor. It's kind of really fucking scary of this universe.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
What the fuck, Argenta?
I must not falter.
Damn it.
Stop it!
She's dodging.
My faith strengthens me.
Onward! Moving out.
Brace yourself, Abelard.
Oh, he's talking to himself. That's so cute, but so scary at the same time. We're so dead. Okay. So. Then I'm doing the following. Nice.
Follow my lead.
pain and
I think I can get all of those.
Advancing.
Jesus Christ! All weapons in a huge area gain additional effect. Allies' weapons recoil is reduced by half by 6 rounds. Enemies' dodge is reduced by -10. We are not close enough to anybody. Okay. Oh no, wait.
But of course, stop mocking me.
Worth it.
Follow my lead.
Jesus Christ.
Stay vigilant. Break their morale.
I don't genuinely suspect she's malnourished. We'll know soon enough. I did some tests. So hopefully we'll know soon enough.
I've seen worse battles than this in my time. I took care of this one. It will be done. Indeed.
Hello, baby. You know what they say about a pirate with an eye patch? They got a load blown out and lived one way or another. I accidentally put some toothpaste on my toothbrush and it bounced when I put some water into it. It bounced and it stuck my eye. Let's see. How far off was this?
Naturally.
Remember?
Nice. Oh, that cleared everything. Nice.
Follow my lead.
0. Because you suck. That's results reveal live on stream like the lottery. Shit. You know what? That would be funny. I might actually do it. I might do it. Fuck.
Weather the storm.
Ah. Okay.
Taking calculated risk is my second nature. Who? You never stood a chance.
I really like how my rogue trader just does fucking karate jumps. Alright, Pascal. Kill this dude, Pascal. Nice. I'm gonna try again with this bitch. Okay, that was all of them. Get
Tread
together,
carefully,
everybody.
trader.
Always keep
Alright,
your eye
got
on the
everybody.
prize.
What's in this corpse? What is in these other corpse? Holy shit. Will that translate to anything? Like, I don't know, weapons and stuff that my sheep people can use?
I always get the job done.
Statue of the famous Calixian sculptor and chronicler Sacarius Vernon the Magnificent. The 23rd year of this millennial. Original. They're super wealthy. Data crypt H40KO. The data crypt carries an inscription on its fuse case in H40KO.
I always have a backup plan.
Alright, let's see. This is where the elevator is, if I'm not wrong. Navigator flesh sample. A flesh sample with fragments of scales and rudimentary webbed fingers.
You have a highly unusual retinue, rogue trader. It is hardly surprising given your status, but still.
What the fuck do you
What's
mean?
even more unusual since you showed up? When did you say you'd be leaving us, by the way?
Idea hates him so much. We can clear this.
Success is the only outcome I accept.
I'm at your service.
Was there anything here? Oh, goods. Novel silk gloves. Bonus on persuasion. Inventory. Maris pattern sword. Ooh. To inventory.
Did you want something?
Open the door. With tech use by Pascal. Everybody's super cocky on this
I always
game.
keep my options open.
What the fuck? What was that? Grab, protect the child. Killer. Nice. A deep cut extends across the mutant's throat. A holy aquila has been carved into their forehead. Traders often executed this way. They're
Rise to the
protecting.
top, or get left in the dust.
Is the child Is the child a navigator? We're not discovering anything here. That's weird. You can convert weapons and weapons you don't need to reputation for faction vendors. Nice. Alright. I kinda wanted to give him something like this. Let me see. Mars pattern sword. Sword pattern? Everything. You can carry. Toughness, agility. Maybe you need a sword of sorts. Nice. There we go. Aurora sermon. You did a flesh sample. Navigator flesh sample. Phylactery blood. A sealed vial engraved with the initials CTEO. Other notable hand letter for Theodora. Data crypt H40 KO. What is this? Alright, whatever.
Let us not dawdle.
Data crypt H41. Okay.
I'm watching your back.
No, everybody go together. Research notes of Nevi's Navolatorum Custodian Fortunata Orselio, Part 13. Keeper Theobald graciously agreed to provide samples of his skin growths so we could study the influence of the Rebellious Immaterium on the flesh of the Navis nobility. Just as we thought, navigators are positively resistant to the restless currents of the warp. The God Emperor truly does shield some people against corruption and misery. But let us get back to the study of mortal flesh. Another servant will be carried in shortly. I must ready the organ extraction equipment. Adamantine dust and black water. This is what the worst idea that could have ever entered my mind. God Emperor be praised. I am lucky to still have my head on my shoulders. After this reckless experiment, nevertheless, we did make an important discovery. The adamantine seems to protect the frail flesh of the lowborn to a degree. Having said that, not even the macerator can handle its temper, so we should probably introduce a more complex compound into the... Let me try to read this. Into the what? Into the what? Into the... No! Studying the mortal flesh. Don't study it. You. Everybody's dead. A rough, bloody sketch. A crumpled sheet of paper with a drawing of a tall woman and a dark-eyed monster painted with fresh blood.
Keep your wits about you.
Okay. What else are we missing? Examine their bodies again? Oh, there were monsters here, I remember. Pass count time! Where's the ones that we can open? We got a fire grenade! Yippee! More stuff that I don't need! Yippee! More stuff that we don't need! Yippee! Alright, let's open this. Ooh! Nice. Alright, everybody. There's
Is there
nothing
money
else,
to be made?
is there? We can open this door. Which is whatever. Intercepted conversation between security officers. Tremendous honor. Yes, but this promotion will transfer the entire squad to the child's personal guard. By the God Emperor. Well, you're a strapping lad. You will probably make it for a cycle or three. It has worn down better men than me. What even is the point if your brains turn into mush? I may rip out my eyes like Amos did. At best, I'll just go bunkers like that little shit stain that kept stealing our eel. Oh, what happened with that one? Threw himself out of the pressurized chamber because some voices told him to. Calm down, Keeper, Felek said that the squad will not have to serve the child for long. He even gave us a little leeway. Be quiet, they might hear you. No! Not to cargo. To inventory.
I always have a back.
I wonder why I cannot read the whole thing. Rough, bloody sketch. The Valley is full of treatises by the most distinguished scholars of the Imperium. From Master Militarum tacticians to Adeptus Mechanicus generators. I guess that, this woman might be affecting other people. It's this woman!
I always keep my
Oops.
options open.
The Lady Navigator's statue looks pristine and new. Over there... Blah 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 blah. Bailey... Alright, can't do much here. Can jump more? This is the elevator. Heavy door is secured by a sophisticated mechanical lock. There must be a way to unlock it from somewhere else. Hamana. Maybe we need to move a book somewhere.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
Does this not work? Nope. Oh, this door. Awaken the cogitator spirit. The cogitator's bead screen is covered in cracks and stained with dried blood. The button switch and levers were ripped out of the control panel with exceptional cruelty and scattered around the sacred mechanism that now sparks and hisses in agony, still refusing to perish. The tech priest's box system emits a binary thrill, and his mechandroids start furiously lashing in the air. I am recording this blasphemy. The person found guilty of such cruelty to a noble mechanism must be sentenced to immediate destruction. Awaken the cogitator. You turn a few of the remaining dials and pull the activation lever. The cracked beat screen of the sacred engine flickers. The cogitator inside emits creaks and groans, and the lumens oscillated at random. It takes a while, but eventually the machine spirits do grant you access to the cogitator systems. Oh hey, flesh floor, a computer room, classic. Yes, yes, yes. Hey, I don't wonder how easy it is to become one of these. Let's see. Calric has been notorious for help. Request data on the station navigators. After a brief pause, the data appears on the beat screen. 𝕊𝕥𝕠𝕣𝕖'𝕤 Orcello location, main hall, status alive. 𝕊𝕥𝕠𝕣𝕖'𝕤 Orcello location, upper chamber, status alive. 𝕊𝕠𝕠𝕖'𝕤 Orcello location, upper chamber, status deceased. 𝕓𝕤𝕠𝕤 Orcello location, lower levels, status deceased. Rasmus Esteban Orcello location unknown, status deceased. The child location, upper chambers, biometric parameters, rapid heartbeat, elevator, body temperature. Stress level exceed the permissible limit, status unknown error. Attention, calming procedures advised. Attention, upper chambers is inaccessible. Error, the control rod is not present. If the rod has been misplaced, immediately contact a station keeper or the Navis Laboratorium custodian. What, a tech priest? No. If this is... Is this technically a servitor machine? How easy it is to become a servitor, that's what I mean. Good old mechanical shenanigans. Okay, I need a rod. Examine log. The archive data stored on the cogitator's local data crypt is partially corrupted. But you still managed to access the residual logs for examination. Box report 12AH890. The servants close to the child have started butchering one another again. An order came from above to have their remains reprocessed. The negotiators with their scales were a success. A new batch of servants will arrive in 10 moons. Escort them to the laboratory at once. It is imperative that we will increase the new retainer's resistance to the child powers. Oh. So she does make people insane? Oh no, this is a cogitator, which is just 40k using silly fake Latin for a computer. I see. Well, at least it's not a person. The child's powers, the child of the house. Report X891 originator. Classified date, classified. Data expunged. Fuck. View the encrypted data. Requires access level, security captain or above. Current access level, senior security officer. Tech use. You easily bypass the restrictions imposed on the sacred machine. Most of the encrypted data has been wiped. You find traces of the purge protocol. Recovery is impossible, but a list of the most recent commands have been embedded in the machine's spirit consciousness. Now flits across the screen in a single creeping line. Child, delete, picked flow, disable access coded, annul station controls, delete, activate shuttle, self-destruct, purge command log. Exploring the archives for a while longer yields a surviving excerpt from the guard captain's report, mentioning that the security system had been recently reconfigured without his knowledge. Only the keepers of the station have access to the life support systems, but Keeper 𝕊𝕐𝕐 had not left the child's side, and neither had I. Could it be that... somebody else? Servitors are either clones grown with minimal brain function, or they are criminals who get a lobotomy and a bunch of cybernetics. But I was wondering if misbehaving will also turn you into a servitor. The box recorded hisses for some time before you hear a voice. This is Officer A282. Do you copy? Several generators overheated on the lower levels. Chambers A to D are on power. The tech priest sent to investigate the problem is not responding. Officer H123 speaking. 200 servants have perished due to explosive decompression of the living quarters. We've located traces of mechanical interference. The preliminary cause is officer sabotage. Crew 5, 6, and 9 are cut from the main compartment. We have enough oxygen for 20 minutes. May the Emperor save our souls. They're dead. Senior station officers, this is the captain speaking. We attempted to contact the Winterscale Sion for help, but something is jamming the signal. We never received a reply. I cannot be sure it was even sent in the first place. A rescue team is not coming. We're on our own, so remain vigilant. Anyone could be a traitor. You hear me? Anyone! If you're in doubt, shoot to kill. Jesus Christ. It all went to shit. Let's call a criminal boss. What if it's a very silly crime? What if it's something silly and tiny? Like stealing a banana. Examine the station's docking log. Identity confirmed. Regent Aronto Orselio. Date of visit classified. Blah, blah, blah. Classified. Departure classified. Examine the security and life support logs. Warning. Damaged compartments. Living quarters depressurized. Unable to access the station docking system. Jesus. This was our request. Pascal casts a brief glance at the bid screen and speaks dryly. The imminent demise of this void station is affirmed. The damage to its core infrastructure has reached critical mass, at which point further degradation has commenced in a cascading configuration. Scuttled right at Minoris. The cogs within the sacred mechanism slowly start turning. Open all doors on the level. Data corrupted. The spirits on this sacred machine require special purification rituals in order to restore utilization of the lingua more familiar to the citizens of the Imperium. Go ahead. My humble prayers have satisfied these machine's requirements. Ooh! Let's see. First, main elevator controls. A few manipulations with the switches make you realize the elevator to the upper chamber is blocked. Activate. Nice. Wait, I missed something. Main chamber controls. Main elevator controls. No, I said not letting me open the doors anymore. Guard room, laboratory. Which was the laboratory? Is it gonna close? Nice. What about the guard room? Technical areas. Adjacent compartment. Library. Main hall. Open everything. We'll deal with the consequences later. Let's leave.
Let us not dawdle.
It's all open now. All open. This door. There's goods there. If you do a silly crime, you get turned into a clown servitor. This is actually a thing. Wait. What do you mean? What are those? Consequences. Consequences. Consequences! Okay, I thought that was me for a second. The veil is becoming thinner and thinner,
Keep your
and
wits about you.
the corruption is getting into my head. Shit, man. Oh, it's gone. It's alright, that only happened here. Let's get in! You're going to a library. Are you feeling alright, boss? No.
Over there.
Over there. Biogel. A purified sample from the ocean world OM42K003. Hissing, foul smelling liquid. Ugh. Okay, this is where we fucked up last time. So I am saving. Save. Let's hope she remembers. A library card. I remember. Can open the door. Touch the goods. Collect the goods. The caustic stench of radiance sears your nostrils and broken glass crunches underfoot. Somebody wanted to destroy the laboratory or find something. Is there no book or anything that we could technically try to grab? Flesh sample of a tender pink color untouched by mutations.
Is there money to be made?
Uy, 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 uy. Maybe we'll find some clues over here? Transducer. Remade the control rod. Adamantine. Goods. experimental section, the child's influence on the psycho-emotional state of various representatives of the Imperium. Test subject exhibits signs of acute stress. The majority perished of blood loss within a day of being placed in their laboratory chamber due to the inability to halt the discharge of ocular secretion. Tears! I'll grab that. What is this?
I always have a backup plan.
Goods. Research notes of Navi's Laboratory Room Custodian Part 12. More and more servants are being influenced by the Immaterium, and it has nothing to do with the child's more frequent tantrums. We've discovered that the corrupted flesh of mutated reacts most unusually to the crystals we purchased from the Winterscale Dynasty. I strongly recommend finally grinding the reagent to catalyze the reaction. Do not use acid under any circumstances. Trust me, you will not like having to tend the burns for the dozen turns in a row. This calls for something more basic. Oh, and one more thing. The tech priest blessed the data crypt H41. Okay, that's the one that we need to use. For the calculated number of chronoturns, which means it is no longer necessary to remain near the device while waiting for the reaction to start. The data crypt H40KO malfunctioned over the course of our research. I should remind the technomats to leverage this sacred mechanism into Mago 𝕠𝕡𝕖'𝕤's capable fans. Okay. Save again! Save! Transducer? The adamantine or the psi crystal? And here. Ooh, nice! We made it! Return to 𝕊𝕥. So that's what we need to do right now.
I always keep my options open.
Let's see. Let's return to 𝕊𝕥 first, and then we can go back.
That's how it's done.
𝕊𝕥! 𝕊𝕥 is bodyguard. Where is he? Here. 𝕊𝕥 or Celio. You dealt with the threat and powered the elevator. Well done. I trust you brought the activation rod as well? Remember, every second of hesitation may cost my mistress her life. The crossroads. There are two paths, both stained with blood, both leading to a cursed eye. They all wear masks so poor and flimsy they fall at the slightest touch. One hiding a blind man, another a traitor. Who's who? Do you see behind the masks? My whispers are giggling nastily. They will not speak. The naughty little things. They say that tearing of the mask is your concern. Thank you. I did not understand a single word. Stop giving me cryptic messages. Tell me more. What paths? My whispers are giggling. I cannot say. One is paved with blind faith, the other with hatred and treachery. Both lead to tragedy. You simply have to decide what kind of tragedy you like the most. Idiom nods. This station has enough problems without your sorcery, Psyker. Keep the key. I have many questions regarding what happened on the station. Who is this child mentioned in the documents and reports found on the station? You meddled with something that should have been let alone. The child is what the station servants call Lady Cassia, for the commoner's dirty mouths must not sully her name by uttering it. You see, it is not beneficial for our servants to have their vocal organs altered. Some prove to be more useful when they are still capable of speaking. We'll have to send her back to school. No! The madmen I fought were convinced that we were the traitors. The servants alone cannot be blamed for what happened on the station. Most corpses I discovered were either unarmed or feeble. The warp corrupts not only the soul, but as much the body and the mind. Mad and furious, a single servant wielded more strength than an entire squad of the mistress' personal guards. The bodyguards had their minds fogged as well, but their honed will let them hold out just long enough to destroy those who rushed in to assault them with bare hands. Destroying the shutters, shutting off power, and disabling the security systems. Too many things require special access. Access available only to the keepers of the station. The madmen I fought were convinced that we were traitors. That's why they're insane. Will you really heed the ramblings of retainers who dare to raise their hand against the scions of noble bloodline? Destroying the shuttles, shutting off power, and disabling the security systems. Too many things require special access. Access available only to the keepers of the station. As I'm sure you are, there were 2 keepers of the station. Your guess is absolutely correct. 𝕊𝕥𝕚𝕖'𝕤, the demented old man obsessed with Lady Cassia and her power, and also the one to blame for the woes that have befallen 𝕓𝕤𝕤 on our novel line. I listened to the recordings of a private conversation between the station officers. You were very lenient towards them, purposely neglecting the security protocols. I saw the captain's report. Only the keepers have access to the station systems, but 𝕊𝕐𝕐 stayed at his side the entire time and could not have initiated the self-destruct protocol. Which means he did it before the report was filled, or maybe after, or 𝕊𝕐𝕤's stern face twists in disgust. You dare suspect me of what happened? The one who is going out of his way to preserve that little there is still left. But to God, Emperor, you will keep these slanderous accusations to yourself. I don't trust him. She never attended. I didn't go to school. He's about to be as good as lying as boss is. Thank you for this spoiler. I listened to recordings of a private conversation between the station's officers. You were very lenient towards them, purposely neglecting the security protocols. I was lenient, this is true, and at the end, I paid a steep price for it. Just look at the destruction around us. The insurgents have left almost nothing of my home. Enough. I will not trust you as far as I could throw you, 𝕊𝕐𝕤𝕤. I trust you. Oh shit, why do I have to pick one of these? Damn it. Homeschool? No, real school. What do I do, chat? I trust you, 𝕊𝕐𝕤𝕤. Let us rescue your mistress. I don't know, do you trust him? No. I will not trust you as far as I could throw you, 𝕊𝕐𝕤𝕤. It's really time to end this. 𝕊𝕐𝕤 squares his shoulders and gestures to his guard. I was hoping to find an ally in you, but now you are merely delaying the sorrowful end of your story. Prepare to die. Fucking hell. Where's this woman? Ow, ow, ow. That was a direct statement about what he was saying, obviously being a poorly constructed lie, boss.
I'm not so sure.
Alright.
I know what is to come.
Let me see.
What an unfortunate turn of...
I'm sorry, I had to kill you. Those are the natural consequences.
Each strike is a prayer.
You should be able to get a cat in this game that follows you around. It is a locale after all, so maybe yes. Perhaps. Alright.
Victory is imminent. At your beck and call. One fewer target.
Okay. Where is that dude? Did 𝕊𝕐𝕤 disappear? Where is 𝕊𝕐𝕤? Oh god, that's making him even more suspicious. Why is he not here? I'm supposed to kill him. His head sure went flying. Alright, let's see. Oh no, he's right here. Alright. Time for the cuttings. Can I not?
won't compromise my principles.
I can't kill him. This was too easy, chat. I think I made the wrong mistake. That is not an attack as such. Okay, it lands on a selected cell. They're too weak, I'm afraid. It's a jump that moves to you to a title. You're an easy boss. Well, you're right. Oh well. Oh well, well, well.
Moving out.
Dodges! Nice. God damn, you all suck.
Get me a target.
Turn it up to insane, maybe. Maybe I will. This is too easy.
I'm done with this one.
Maybe for our evil run. That's probably gonna be harder. Way! Okay. Do I see this motherfucker?
Will do.
Yippee!
Guided by faith.
My place is at the fore. I will do my duty.
Pew.
It will be done. Reduced to dust.
Alright. Is there any proof on his pocket that he was a traitor? Navigator, staff of House Orselio. Tactical goggles. Keeper's control rod. A control rod in the shape of a rotary mechanism. Deadshot stop revolver. Carapace chest plate. The game difficulty depends a lot on how well your characters are built. You can do some crazy shit once you get to the middle of tier 2. Nice. Let's turn this on. Go up. But we're missing the thing that we needed to make. Go meet the maiden now, can I? What is going on? Her depression is killing everybody, chat. We need to save her. We need to chain her. Change, not chain. The pale figure with unnaturally long limbs covers her face with the hands, which are deformed with talon-like nails. Her deadly pale face is coated with blood that continually streams from her scarlet twisted eyes. Her spiny gills, slightly hidden under her disheveled hair, twitch nervously at your approach. Only now do you notice a third eye on the young woman's forehead, hidden by a jeweled ornament. And when your eyes meet, you sense overwhelming, soul-smothering power. Willpower test succeeded. You are enveloped in despairing grief, and an invisible hand closes around your throat, cutting off your breath. Your limbs seem to fill with lead. Your heart hammers in your chest. And the desire to turn and flee from this room, from this station, almost gets the better of you. At the last moment, you master your emotions and your will pushes back against the illusion, forcing it to retreat. Idira emits something between a moan and a drowned-out whimper! As if my own little pals weren't bad enough. No, this one's barging into my head. Somebody stop her! I am registering abnormal activity in my tear ducts. The sound being produced by my body may negatively affect the performance of my respiratory apparatus. The vulnerability must be rectified. It has been logged. Heresy! Argenta looks at the tall figure with a strange mixture of anger and sadness. Then she lowers her head, and her white hair pales in her face. Abelard, is this... Requires iconoclast follower. Overcome the crushed despair. I know I am here, so I will stand strong against any illusion. I don't want to wound her. Lady Cassia, I'm here to help you. Please calm yourself. Cassia, Persuasion test succeeded. Oh, that looks almost beautiful. She wearily shakes her head and lets out a drown out similar to both a sob and the howl of a small wounded animal. What is happening? Was someone calling my name? Are all the betrayers dead already? And you, who are you? Saying calm down to a lady worked only when you're capable enough. She got tummy hurt. You can literally start every fight with your officer telling Argenta to take a bonus turn and then having Argenta unload 50 shots from a minigun into the enemy's team. Holy shit. I don't want to do that right now. 𝕓𝕦𝕤𝕚𝕟𝕖𝕤, it is a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Pardon my manners, Romam. I did not expect to make such a gracious acquaintance in such a time of great sorrow for a house. What is this? I feel faint. Heretics jerks abruptly as if he intends to dash forward, but someone else is quicker. 𝕠𝕡𝕖𝕟. The heavy-set old man who has been kneeling nearby erupts into low sobs. His eyes, swollen from crying, dart desperately around the room. The child! Lady Cassia, where are you? Sacred child, don't preserve! You, the old man shifts, revealing his face to you. It is threaded with jet black veins, and his bulging milky eyes bear a striking resemblance to those of dead fish. He's a blind man! A sickly sweet scent assaults your nostrils, as if the old man's flesh is rotting inside his decayed husk. Ew! My eyes fail me, for they are unable to make you out as either enemy or ally. I'm warning you. One wrong move and we'll bring you to the raft of House 𝕤𝕤 down upon your head. Watch out! This one's deranged. It's making the whisper shriek like crazy. He might just open that eye of his. Threatening the head of the dynasty is a grave offense. Shut up, alert. Persuasion. At present, I'm trying to determine what is happening on 𝕬𝕤. I'll grant you that you do not look like the pirates who have been coveting the riches of a wrecked station, or like scoundrels in 𝕊𝕥 service. So who are you? I killed 𝕊𝕥. Abelard, introduce us! Her Ladyship, Rogue Trader, 𝕓𝕦𝕤𝕚𝕟𝕖𝕤, heir to the greatest protectorate in the Coronus expansion, yada yada yada. Another rogue trader in our corner of the galaxy? How interesting. Your kind always makes an appearance in desperate times, ready to cut a deal that benefits one side alone. Oh yeah. Given that you have not so far found your weapons, your intentions are probably peaceful, and House 𝕤𝕤 now asks a service of you. Save the life of the child in exchange for future cooperation. Do not hurry to answer. Think on it. You can make yourself an ally or an enemy of our house today. You decide. What service do you ask for me? Save the sacred child. Take her away from this station. I fear I do not have long left. Save the child and deliver her safely to Regent Aronto, acting head of House 𝕤𝕤 in the Coronus Expanse. Rest assured that the reward will be worth your effort. I know we came here for a navigator, but after everything we've seen, I've got some reservations about this girl. Big talk, Kidira. He was born to be a rogue trader. I was born to be. It was born to be. Such a fragile thing with such a heavy burden upon her shoulders. Do you expect to die here? My service to the house is coming to an end. The wound 𝕊𝕥 inflicted on my flesh will never heal. I am dying. Praise the throne, slowly enough to see the child is taken care of. You cannot heal? Why? I wanna know what happened between you and 𝕊𝕥. He is my wayward student. He came to 𝕬𝕤 as a callow youth. I personally mentored him and entrusted him with the care of the child. He was like a son to me, but he proved to be just another traitor. He sought to steal our most precious treasure, the heir of our house, our sacred child, to revel in power with others like him, casting our house into the abyss, to pervert the centuries-long traditions of our family. You can see the fruits of his villainy yourself. He decided he was not bound by these duties to the legacy of the greatest of our innovators. Okay. Tisiphone Orselio, who led our house in prosperity for countless years. Foolish boy. The renegades clouded his mind. They sought to seize control of the dynasty before the sacred child had come of age and taken up the Novator's throne. The interrogator looks up from the unconscious Cassia to behold. I presume this Navi's nobility house has reasons for treasuring the child other than uncontrolled outbursts of warp sorcery. What might those be, I wonder? A young, immature navigator who likely hasn't yet completed her training. Enough! I will not have you questioning myself or my charges within the dominion of House Orselio. How could you lose control of your own station? 𝕊𝕥 accuse you of treachery, Theobald. I already killed 𝕊𝕥. If you need help, there's Medicaid in my ship. I am the keeper of 𝕬𝕤, and I will perish along my station. On that note, I have other matters to attend to. 𝕊𝕥 accuse you of treachery, Theobald. Why should I trust your words? Defending myself before strangers, I never thought I would fall so low. If the child's life were not at stake, very well, I have no choice. Or proof of my innocence. I can give you my word as a member of the Navi's nobility if the honest word of an honorable man counts for anything with you. I guarded this station against calamity and incursions from without the best of my ability. I forced the wardens to strictly observe security protocols. I personally selected every servant, and I faithfully protected the child during the coup. Okay, I have no evidence of otherwise. So, how do you lose control of the station? Do not trust my arrows. My arrows in my face! I am twice your age and twice as wise. Okay, I'll make the decision. Cassia will come with me. Good, that is good. The old man nervously licks his lips. But do allow us to say our proper farewells. Theobald coughs up more bluish blood.
My mistress, my sacred child. It is all over now. It is over.
What happened?
What happened? You. I remember you.
She's cute! I like her voice! Oh, wow. You think that the mod will work even if I have interacted with her? I think so, right?
Child, please, listen to me very carefully. One last time. You
Navigator
waifu! On a voyage with this lady to rejoin the house and its regent in the Corollas expanse.
Dude, just let me heal you. It's so easy. Just a quick trip to my ship. You get some Medicaid and then you come back. You don't need to die, you stupid.
No. Not you too. Don't leave me alone in this violet brown haze. You're coming with me. Your mistress is giving you an order. Do you hear me?
Oh, I think she was painting this.
Mistress, I fear this will be your only order that I dare to disobey.
Look at his helmet.
I am the keeper of 𝕬𝕤 5, and alas, I have less than a day left in me. Allow me to serve you one last time and honor my final duty.
Poor Cassia, she lost her own Abelard.
I will remain on
her own Abelard is stupid.
Destroy the secrets it holds.
We have some Medicaid also in my backpack.
Oh, Theobald.
The crimson tears stain the Lady Navigator's white skin once again. But this time her power does not make everyone weep along with her. I regret that we had to meet under such circumstances.
What need have I for your regrets? I just want things to go back to the way they were before.
Okay, for this one, I'm gonna go with the romance option with this dude over here. For maybe an evil path, we could try with Cassia.
What are you going to do to me?
Don't say it like that. If you wish to leave the station alive, you must first sign a contract you will undertake to serve as my navigator until I release you from that obligation. Lady Cassia, let us aid one another. Become my navigator, and I shall restore you to house or sell you at the earliest opportunity.
Do not fear what is to come, child. You are ready to guide any vessel. I know this because I taught you myself. And it is difficult to imagine more worthy company than a rogue trader. But remember, your safety is of paramount importance.
That means we cannot
Get
let
to
her
the
die.
Great Regent and fulfill your destiny.
Probably can't help him. Navigators need magos biologies that specialize in the navigator gene. Oh, that does make sense. That's a cute excuse.
Accompanying a rogue trader on their travels is an honor for any navigator. Let us go. I can no longer bear the sight of the deathly pale shadows that drape the bodies of the fallen.
No, party limit reached. Okay, chat. Who do you think should go? Huh? There's also the freaky option, but probably not that one. There's another romance option you'll meet in the next chapter. You might like her. The freaky option. We'll see. Dichidira, yeah, I think so too. Hell yeah! Let's go.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
Lady Cassia's defender. Look how pretty her room is. She has like a bond with lilies. I wanna live here. She has great taste. Do you have anything that I can steal? Most people did Chidira the first opportunity. I wonder why. She's too crazy. Good. Luxurious feast was left untouched.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
Alright, we're leaving. She's one of the lucky ones not mutated. She is our wife. Fishwife. Officer. Oh my god, I don't want to have to deal with this right now. Okay. We can still prepare that thing over here. Which, I don't think we're gonna be able to come back to. So we should probably try to do it right now.
Is there money to be made?
Have you seen Adira's signature move yet? Her signature move is using a warp power and then summoning an angry demon that kills you. Kills me? Not even the enemies? Just straight up kills me? That sucks. Which ones? Okay. We don't need another control rod. Tissue flask, data crypt connector. Okay, the one that we needed was 141. Catalyst flask. It was
I always have
let
a
me see.
backup plan.
It's here. Chat, I have a question though. It's not letting me like go down. And it seems like there's more stuff here. Muelmo and servants are being influenced by the materium, and it has nothing to do with the child's frequent tantrums. We have discovered that the corrupted flesh of the mutated reacts most unusually to the crystals we purchased from the Winterscale dynasty. I strongly recommend finally grinding the region to catalyze the reaction. We need to grind this? Any psychic power has a random backlash chance, but Idira's being untrained has a higher chance. And one of the rare backlash options is a random mid-level demon. I see. Similarly to when heretics turn into demons too. Flesh sample. Navigator flesh sample. I would say nothing this game has done made me angrier than them dropping an update to rotate officer command zones the instant I finish a playthrough as an officer. I'm guessing that would have made your life much easier. Regen flask that I don't have. Transducer. Willie's Granite? Psy Crystal. Or Adamantine. I think it's a Psy Crystal. We've discovered that the corrupted flesh of the mutated reacts most unusually to the crystals we purchased from the Winterscale dynasty. So this. Adamantine dust and black water. You know what? Yes, my god, it was so annoying. So desu. Give me a second. Okay. Magos Dioctius capable hands. The subjects exhibit signs of acute stress. The majority, the individuals with greatest resistance to sacred child's resonance died several chronoturns later. Extensive. How do I see the rest of these? Chat? There's like more rows of text and I cannot go down. Mutated flesh sample. Navigators. Click them? I am clicking! Not letting me. It disappears. The other click. Here. Oh my god. Alright. Experiment! Subgrown lowborn female. The test subject died within an hour of entering the laboratory adjacent to the child's chambers. Most had their tongues beaten off by their jaws badly dislocated. Experiment... paralyzed. Jesus Christ, the last surviving test subject was executed for attempting to contact the child.
Keep your wits about you.
Let me grind this.
This is intriguing.
Crystal dust. We can also grind this. Tissue. I guess it's like this. I am saving just in case. Okay, catalyst flask. Unidentified acid. The corrupted flesh of the mutated reacts most unusually to the crystals we purchased from the Winterscale dynasty. I strongly recommend finally grinding the reagent to catalyze a reaction. Let's equalize from this one. Do not use acid under any circumstances. Not this. This calls for something more basic. Something more basic. Biogel. Tissue flask. Wait a second. I'm too scared. Corrupted flesh of the mutated Rex most unusually to the crystals we purchased from the Winter Scale Dynasty. Alright. This is gonna serve as an example. Activate device. Please do not explode.
This could be an opportunity.
Ooh. Adaptive antidote. Grants immunity to toxic damage. Nice. Okay, tissue flask. Flesh sample of a tender pink color untouched by mutations. Zero 4 or 40. Black water. Adamantine dust and black water. This was the worst idea that could have ever entered my mind. God Emperor be praised. I am looking to see I have my head on my shoulders after the reckless experiment. Nevertheless, we did make an important discovery. The adamantine seems to protect the frail flesh of the lowborn to a degree. Having said that, not even the macerator can handle its temper. So we should probably introduce a more complex compound in the formula. All the data related to the experiment were recorded on data crypt K04HO. I will get back to them later once I'm done with experiment H41. Okay. Not adamantine. And the other thing, I mentioned that the chunk of meteorite found by Keeper 𝕊𝕥 subject is completely useless, although its turning granules could be used to make some new paints for the child. Yes, I'm going to do exactly that. When I try another bomb building.
I always keep my options open.
A first sample with fragments of scales and rudimentary web fingers. Navigator. Okay, data crypt. Catalyst. Acid. Reagent. I don't even have a reagent. Okay, I probably have missed this. Put it back. I am gonna save. Chat, I think that we're gonna end the stream here. I'm a bit tired and I kinda wanna raid early and see who's here. Let me see. I put some music as well. Let me give you some music. Thanks for the stream, boss. No problem. Thank you guys so much for being here today. She hates us. I don't hate you. Hope you get better. Me too. Me too. Okay, let's raid. How about Arena? Raid Arena 2. And thank you guys so much for being here today. I'm on a grade over on YouTube too. Let me see. Let's raid. Who's live right now? It's YouTube. Bonnie. Let's raid Bonnie. And I'll see you guys, okay? Let's see. Thanks for the stream, no problem. Thank you guys. Take care and I'll see you next week, okay?